Hello and welcome back to SMT5. We are for the final time at the Temple of Eternity. It is time to do the secret route, and to do it, the first thing that we need to do is we need to go in here and we need to see this cutscene. However, I have looked up a little bit about the secret route, and we don't actually need to see this cutscene as nothing will have changed. The point of divergence is after the Abdiel fight in the Noir route, so that is where we're going to go. We're going to skip this, and we're going to start working our way towards that fight. So it should all be fairly similar until we get there. I mean, apart from the fact that we do about 1 billion times more damage than last time we were here, but, you know, it should be alright. Abdiel is also, I believe, weak to ice, which means that we will crush that fight even more than you would expect. Also, how many times do we need to skip the same cutscene? I guess it's because each individual part is technically a separate cutscene. It's kind of weird. Anyway, we'll skip this one as well. And then it should be the final cutscene, which we will also skip. Which leads us in to the final bit with the choice, or is this... I can't remember what's next. It might be Noah walking up the steps. Noah walking up the steps, and...
Here at the end of all things, where do your loyalties lie? What path does your heart long for?
I will destroy the throne.
Your will has been made known to me. Thus will I await you beyond heaven and earth.
By the way, when I looked up this one, there are 3 things that you need to get the secret ending. You need to have completed Khonsu's quest with Succession of Ra, so you need to have spared Khonsu the first time. You need to have completed Fion's quests up to the point of recruiting him. And the third one is you need to defeat Shiva. Apparently nothing else matters according to the guide that I saw when I was just checking that we got everything. So we're kind of lucky that we got a couple of those. I believe this is where Tao says goodbye.
It has been a long journey. You have done well in coming this far. We stand before the Pillar Imperial, a path of light that leads Nahobino to the highest heaven. And yet, it appears your heart does not seek creation. But that very creation is the will of the universe itself. And I cannot aid one who denies that vision.
Goodbye, Tao.
You carry an entire world's potential, yet you do not use it. You must not proceed. If you refuse to heed these words, know that you stand against the will of the universe itself.
Bye, Tao. We may or may not see you later. Right. Let's do a little save here. And then it's back up the hill into very familiar territory. So, save on that one. Aim ourselves towards the top of the hill and kind of just go. I am tempted, and you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to skip everything that we can skip on this route until we do the Abdiel fight, or do I want to do it before in case? I might want to do it before in case it's not available afterwards. Yeah, that makes more sense. I think we're going to skip the Zeus fight though. I don't think we need it. I don't think we need either part that we get from that just on the way there. But apart from that, we'll do the Maria fight and see what's going on with that on this route. And then, yeah, apart from that, just moving on up the hill. So, first up, we have these dudes. They are weak to force. I remember that one. they are also very, very dead because they are weak to force, and they just got a defense down. Yeah. So first fight, not a problem. Trumpeter, do you want to, like, just end them? Oh, I was kind of expecting them all to be dead. Oh well. Might as well just skip. Don't think we're going to need you here. Then we'll do another crit across them. And then I think that Trumpeter will kill at least the two on the right from this. All three. There we go. Within one turn. Turns out Abdiel was actually holding back our damage quite significantly. But hey, there you go. Right. Grab these ones. I think with Abdiel in our party, basically what we did is we removed our damage dealer Trumpeter, replaced it with things that let us get extra turns. The extra turns gave us no extra value, and then we just kind of went with it until the Lucifer fight. Yeah. There's probably a better way to have done that party. Because now that I think about it, what's the benefit of getting extra turns, right? If you don't get any extra damage out of them. Surely the benefit of the extra turns is that you can double up on, say, your damage dealer, like Trumpeter getting 2 turns. If all we're doing is, like, extra turn, heal, tiny bit of damage, extra turn, heal, tiny bit of damage, like, all we're doing is doubling up on that tiny bit of damage. It's not actually giving us any benefit. It would be better to be, like, no extra turns, but all 4 people do damage. Or like 3 people do damage and 1 person does a heal. It's just an interesting little philosophical thing to think about in terms of how we want to build our party. If we have everybody dealing damage, it's probably better than us getting press turns. I mean, press turns are pretty good, but it's just that kind of thinking there, like, maybe they're not the be-all and end-all of everything. But hey, who knows? Right, Wrath Tempest. We got a crit on that one as well. Nice. Trumpeter can then throw out another one of these. Get a good little buff and heal in here. I don't believe this guy can actually do anything to us. And then you attack. The problem with Chi-Yu, as we currently have him, is that he's really good, right? At getting us another turn. That's really all Chi-Yu does. What Chi-Yu is bad at doing is damage in any capacity, right? Like, if Chi-Yu had one more attacking ability, it would be a completely different game. Because what it would be is we'd get the extra turn on the first go-round, lets Trumpeter have 2 turns, then we can do a proper turn of damage with Chi-Yu at the end. That's probably a better way of doing things, rather than our current thing where we just have Chi-Yu just kind of using Yabat Sami shot over and over again. Now, MP-wise, this isn't that bad, because it consistently regains its MP. So it's kind of a self-sustaining character. We don't need to worry about resource management, and that in of itself is valuable. Not having to worry about resource management in general makes life a lot easier in this game. But we could potentially find ourselves in a situation where we're just lacking damage. I'm just thinking about the Demi-Fiend fight, right? What we might want to aim for in the Demi-Fiend fight, also I love the block, 2 misses, and only hitting Chi-Yu. That's actually pretty good for us. What I was thinking about for the Demi-Fiend fight is, what if we built our party purely focused on damage, right? And we don't worry about resource management. We make our entire party fully focused on damage, as in including our bench part of our party. Now, what this would do for us is this would mean, like, when we run out of resources in terms of MP, we just go, okay, character's done, I'm swapping in the next one. I think that has a lot of potential to it as a way of playing the game. I don't know whether it's entirely possible, but imagine, like, Trumpeter runs out of MP, right? And then what we do to him is we just go... Sorry, I was just shocked by the fact that we all went to sleep apart from the one person who's literally immune. Just kill this. Oh, it didn't quite kill it. My brain is broken here. But yeah, okay, I got it. So imagine instead of, say, Trumpeter like running out of MP and us trying to, you know, check report and all of that, what if instead Trumpeter runs out of MP, we just simply take that turn, swap out Trumpeter, it doesn't even use a full press turn, it only uses half of one. Like, it only uses half a turn, which is exactly what a weakness hit would do anyway. You can do that, and that's a kill. Yeah, and then we just bring in somebody who does equal damage to Trumpeter, and we effectively just move on from there. What would make that... I was just also thinking, what would make that strategy even better is if we had a way of getting the back line to have their MP recovered. I don't think there is a way to do that easily, but it's something to think about, isn't it? Also just remembered we got the whittled goat on the previous route and didn't do anything with it. That's kind of funny. I'm going to throw caution to the wind. Let's just do the Maria fight. Let's go. I'm the goddess Maria. The end of this age draws near. Likewise, my role as the Holy Mother is over. The seed of life gleams. Ah, that is the seed of life. I see, so you have been acknowledged. So be it. Only those of true power can bear that seed. Show me you're worthy of it. Prevail against me and you'll gain the might of a mother goddess. Are you prepared? No? I just remember... Well, we might not need to do this, but... It's fun to do it anyway. Belphegor, goodbye. Hello. Yes, let's go. That is your will, then. You would have humanity live for themselves. Then I shall face you as the goddess of nature, Danu, she who once walked at humanity's side. Oh, that's a different look. Interesting. I'm guessing that must be a Celtic god of some kind. You know, the clover being my clue into that one. Right. Hit her with that, followed by using Spyglass. Okay, moderate HP recovery and cures status ailment / debuffs for all allies. That's annoying. These don't matter. That doesn't matter. Okay, this is fine. Lower. The mother goddess of Celtic mythology. There you go. She is the mother of Tuatha, Tuatha de Danann, a race of gods, and also the world itself, having given birth to all life. Personally, I would have started with that one. It seems like the most relevant. Danu's large body is said to be lying down on Earth to this day. The Munster region in Ireland, which is said to be rather spiritual, is known to be especially blessed by her. Cool. I think I have a plan. First of all, I'm going to chuck in a little bowl here. Chiyu. I'm going to change you out for Mephisto. She uses light as an attack, doesn't she? Yup. Wait. Yup. Okay, maybe Mephisto isn't the best plan. Wait, does he have the one that makes him less likely to die? Absolutely not. We could just throw caution to the wind, throw him out there. Anybody else have a dark move? Cleopatra? Nope. Anybody else have a dark move? You do. Okay. So for just now, Kali is going to be swapped in. I think we have another one. I think Vishnu might also be a dark move user. Let's hit another one of those. Just give ourselves another turn. Do a little swap here on Trumpeter. Wait, just to double check. Yeah, no point in having Trumpeter here whatsoever. Do a little swap, and we'll bring in... I think Vishnu is our best option. You have that, which is okay. Yeah, he also reflects light. That seems good.
Let's go.
And then we're going to get our mega heal here. So we've changed our party up, but essentially it's the exact same plan. It's continually get turns by hitting weaknesses. You call allies? Oh. those things. 4 misses is insane. What level are you? Oh, 81. That's fine. I think you're weak to electricity or strong with electricity. I can't really remember. I'm not that worried about you. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna ignore them and just kill them accidentally. Nice. Idun, immediately golden apple again just to boost our stats up. Kali, Black Draco Strike. Chance of a crit, and it did. Hit all of them. Nice. Another one of these. That does so much damage as a baseline. Nice amount of MP back, and then one of those. Okay, this is pretty good. Max Magatsuhi. There's the heal. How much of your health bar is that? Oh, that's like one of Vishnu's attacks. Okay. That's fine. That's kind of annoying, but like at least you hit Kali. This is fine. Yeah. We could go for free. I think I'm gonna go for criticals out of our options available. Divine Arrowfall? Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll probably not use that on the second go round, but for this one it's pretty good. 2,000 damage, much better than the well, yeah, much better than what she was working with before. The heal. Hit this one. Nice. Now we'll use Wrath Tempest. That's pretty good damage. Vishnu, you want to hit again? Nice. Idun. Almost got the kill. Kali, you want to finish this one off? Nope, you're stunned. Alright, I guess she's going to call allies and heal. That would be my assumption here. Oh, Gathering Magatsuhi. Uh-huh. Yeah, no. And then I was trying to see if there was a way of killing all 3 with that move. There wasn't, so I just took my kill. That was much easier on this route than it was on the previous route. It wasn't really a puzzle so much as a well, I don't really know what to say. Apparently neither does she. Danu's gaze softened, then she disappeared. Now Danu actually seems pretty good. There might be an argument that we want to be on this route to have her instead of Tao. Her move seemed pretty good. I need to read what it does again. Alright, she's been unlocked for fusion. We can go and check that out once we get there. But yeah, because she's got a unique healing move, she's definitely a potential replacement for Tao, which would then mean that this route would be our route to go back to. Because as much as I hyped up Abdiel, I don't think she's very good. I don't think she's as good as what we would end up using, which is Trumpeter. Or Cleopatra, I suppose. But like something like that is more like what we'd end up using. I guess we might end up using Beelzebub or Baal, depending on how good they are, given that they're a higher level. But I don't know. We'll see. This way to Shack for pots. Oh, by the way, when I was reading up about the secret route, I did find out something very interesting. I found out that all of your side quest progress and all of like the conditions for the secret route, that is kept within your save. So if you've done it on one route, you've done it on all of them apparently, is what it was saying. So like, say that you'd done all these side quests. Even if the next time you didn't do them properly or you skipped them, you would still have access to the secret route, which is kind of cool. The other thing, though, that I found out is that, of course, to get 100%, you do have to do every single route, and you have to do all the cycles, which we're not going to do. We're just going to do it our own way, but yeah. That's because, I believe, from what I can see, it's because you need the Marias. I effectively. You need Marias, the Michaels, and the Bilals. I believe that might be all of them, unless there's one on this route as well. Like an extra one on this route, somewhere near the end. But essentially the point is, you can't get every single demon on one route, so you have to do all 4 routes, apparently. Although, why would you need to do the neutral route and the secret route? I don't know. I don't know why you need to do both of them, but anyway, you have to do at least the 3 routes. Let's use the correct move. There we go. I also did not swap our party out, which means that we have this kind of nonsense going on here. Vishnu. I'm going to replace you with Zal, because I think Zal's the right choice
Your
here.
turn. Go.
Hole. That's a good attack up. Hole. Kali, we're going to change out for... Doesn't really matter at this point. Who does a lot of damage? I guess Asura probably does a lot of damage, right? Yeah, you seem like you do a lot of damage.
Let's go.
We might not get extra turns, but I think that this is probably a good squad for us. Wrath Tempest, didn't get crit out of it. Oh well. Gonna use a Pandemonic Crush, because I'm not thinking we need to save our MP. And that's still an attack down, or sorry, defense down. Buff everybody's stats. And now we're ready to go. Call allies, brings in these guys. These guys are basically just gonna die by accident here. So, one of those. Zal was then gonna do the Pandemonic Crush again. Nice, we got a crit out of that, which is better than we should get. Although we do have more crits on Zal, so that kind of works. This is going to be a severe physical attack, so we'll do that. 1. Okay, I guess we won't do that one. Okay. And then Brave Blade. Didn't crit, but did 1,000 damage. We're now Max Magatsuhi. Let's go. We call allies, and we do it all over again. Right, do we have Savage? A Piercing Aura. Is that better than Critical? I guess if we already crit, then it is? Yeah. If we're already just naturally gonna crit, this will be better. Yeah. That's pretty good damage. Here, Pandemonic Crush, just because it hits all 3. Idun, little energy drain. Then Asura's actually going to hit Power Punch this time for a severe attack, which does 2,555 damage. Okay, yeah, I think that was probably our best move. Nice. In here, we'll quickly chug our Glory Crystals. And then we'll have a look at, yeah, we'll have a quick look at what we need to do in terms of World of Shadowing. So we want to potentially make Danu if we can. And also at least check what Danu's got on them. Even if we don't want to make Danu right now. So Danu, level 93, so we could make it. Fion is part of the creation for Danu. Ooh, okay. So we would end up with a level 99 with some nut stats. Okay. Matriarch's Love was the one I was looking at. Cures status ailment / debuffs for all allies. Huh. So it's not a stat up, but it is a debuff remover. Huh. I was just thinking, if you could somehow run... we do have a buff in here as well, but I don't think that's the right way to go, although Waters of Life is pretty nice. I was thinking here, right? If you wanted to run 2 healers in the final fight, like with the Demi-Fiends, you could potentially do that with Matriarch's Love, and have this be like the healer that you only use to like emergency heal, and then have the other one just be a buffer. Or you could have the one of them just purely set up to buff, And then maybe that would be cheaper. Although I think Luster Candy is not that much cheaper than just using a Dune's ability, so why would you not just use a Dune's ability to do both? It's interesting. Matriarch's Love, though, is a very good ability. Huh. That's intriguing. I'm not going to make her right now. But she might be as good as... Well, she's not quite as good as Tal. At the very least, the ability to remove debuffs means that effectively, if we have a negative on any stat, she does remove the debuff for that. It would depend on whether the Demi-Fiend actually hits us with debuffs, on whether or not that this is useful. I could see that being something the Demi-Fiend might do, especially with a ton of allies with them. I think I might be convincing myself that this is the route that we want to go on, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to do anything in particular right now. I'm just going to move along. You know, I was going to switch our party. Why don't we try running with this? This is an interesting party. Although we've already kind of ran this one with Kali. No, you know why we don't run with this party? Because we know that the Abdiel fight is next. I'm going to get rid of these news. They are bugging me. There we go. Cool. We know the Abdiel fight is next. So we know that Ice is king in the next fight. So why would we not just put in people who have Ice? Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I've checked that one out in my head. Seems to be a good idea. Although putting Zalwyn last, I think, is better than putting. I think that is better than putting Chi-Yu in last. I think that Zal fills the role better. Yeah, at least if we're gonna have two abilities to trigger extra turns on the first two characters. Like, we have two consistent extra turns. So we would do like extra turn, heal, or bowl, whatever we're doing on a Dune. Hit. If it crits, that opens us up to do something else, or opens Trumpeter up to do something else. If not, we have two extra turns, and then we move, and then you do whatever else you're doing, and then you do like whatever else you need to do. Yeah, this works really well. If we can guarantee a weakness, this is a great party. Cool. Let's Chronicle Deeds. I'm sure we've had one that's very similar to this one before as well. Actually, before we do that, it is bugging me. Every time I'm like, welcome. I've seen it. I already know what's here, but we'll go through it again just to sate the game's passion for telling us. There we go. Right. Now we'll do the Chronicle Deeds and we'll move forward. Yeah, let's go with this one. I think that this is going to be a high damage lineup for us. Or at least that's what I'm aiming for. Argument at the top of the stairs. So this is Tsukiyomi and Abdiel. I think no, this is Nuwa and Abdiel, of course, because your team always loses. I forgot.
What was that about humans not needing gods or demons? All that talk, and look where it got you!
Are you all right, Yakumo?
Do you really think this will be enough to stop me?
The very reason you can put up resistance at all is by the grace of our Lord. This is but a trial he has laid before me, and you are but a pawn in his grand design.
In that case, I will see that your trial concludes at the end of my blade.
Humanity's future is in our hands.
He doesn't know when to quit.
It's time we end this. Dazai, lend me your power!
So this is the power of the Nahobino. Yakumo. Yakumo, get up!
I'm sorry, Nua. You should never have been dragged into this. From now on, you're free to act of your own accord. So you've come. I fought for the future of mankind, but it seems this is as far as I go.
Tell me, boy, have you any consideration for humanity? If so, might you bear this burden? Succeed where we failed?
Cease your begging. It's pitiful. It's clear I've lost, and I was always meant to. I may not have created my ideal world, but I'll die as I lived, true to myself.
You know, it was really cool of Abdiel to give us this last moment with him. You know, not interrupting us and all. Just left us alone long enough for us to have a chat and then attack us afterwards.
The proto-fiend who shattered God's natural order. Your presence in the Empyrean can mean only one thing. You too seek to recreate the world. However, your ambition ends here. God's order must be preserved. The throne will be mine, and the Nahobino will perish!
Now that we've seen most of the boss designs, I think Abdiel's has to be like up there as like the coolest monster kind of design. I think Tsukiyomi has a shout for like the coolest design overall. But in terms of like a non-base human looking character, I think Abdiel kind of has it. I think you're weak to ice. This would be a bad time to find that I didn't remember that correctly. No, I remembered that perfectly fine. Alright. Do this one. We are hitting for a lot of damage. Okay, Bowl. Zhao, this turn is for you to use a Spyglass, because I want to know what the weaknesses are specifically. Okay, yes, it's just ice. That's fine. Hit more ice. Followed by another ice move. Idun can then do a golden apple. So our stats are now all up. Then we hit you with a Pandemonic Crush. Nice.
I applaud you.
I see. I can certainly understand how you were able to defeat me once before.
Taste the awesome might.
But now I too am. But now I too am a Nahobino. Now you will know my power. Okay. So Praved Arm and Wing move. Do your fire move, which is just annoying, really. Madness Nails we block. Cool. Then Makara Karn. I forgot that you used Makara Karn. Okay, Wing has to go first. Yeah, Wing absolutely has to go first. On the positive side, we do have Safeguard. Wait, do we also have Safeguard? I forgot. I think we do. Yeah, we do. Okay. So I can just continue as if, like, there's nothing going on here. That's Reflect, huh? Yeah, apparently you can't just continue as if there's nothing going on here. Trumpeter, please come back.
I love you all!
I might pass this turn. Yeah, so then we can change Trumpeter back in. On the positive side, I removed Makara Karn. Probably not the best way to have done that. The attack up is huge because it means we're not a turn behind. Right. Then we're gonna use a golden apple, which was my original plan. Okay, that kind of worked. We'll just resist that one. Accuracy up shouldn't matter because we have accuracy ups. Makara Karn. Alright, let's treat that with a level of respect. That's also resisted. Okay. Unless we have Pierce here. We do have Piercing Aura. Yeah, let's do it. I think that lets you pierce through Makara Karn. Well, let's find out. We might end up dying. Okay, we didn't die. That's good. Makara Karn stays on, but we pierce through it. Cool, good damage. Idun is going to set up... actually, Idun doesn't need to set up anything. Idun's going to use Energy Drain. Nice. We're then going to use a Pandemonic Crush. Hit all three. Also lowers defense. We can then use... probably just this one and be happy. Hey, we got a crit. Wonderful. And then Trumpeter, definitely do not use the thing that's going to be reflected. Is she immune to poison? No, just resists. Alright, well. Poisoner. Failed. Oh well. I think we need to rebuff this turn. The block and the miss are huge. We do need to rebuff. That's fine. Elastic Calamity. We might actually kill this turn. One of those. Yeah, actually, it doesn't look like Trumpeter does quite as much damage as we do, so might not get to rebuffing stage. Brave Blade. Followed by a little Elastic Calamity. Puts them down into their death mode. Mabofobarian. We will do the buff, just because I don't think we're going to kill everything. And then Zal. Brave Blade. Nice crit. I appreciate the effort behind it. It would seem I cannot afford to hold anything back. No more games then. If it takes all my might, then so be it. You're like literally one hit from death. Alright, we block that, so, yeah. You're dead. Wonderful. Gabriel levels up. So this is where I believe things are meant to change on the route. If they don't, then I'm not entirely sure where things change. But there we have it. So I'm assuming this part is going to be the same. And it's going to happen after. There we go. New cutscene.
Just what kind of world would you come so far to create?
His wish is the same as Yakumo's. He seeks to destroy the throne.
Is that so? You'll be the one to carry on Yakumo's will? In that case, allow me to disclose another possibility. You know all too well that Yakumo and I sought to destroy the throne. However, that was far from our ultimate plan. Our true cause for fighting was to claim the throne and use it to create a world void of both gods and demons. A clean slate, so to speak. Do keep that in mind.
I love how easily swayed we are. Like, our, basically, whoever last speaks to us decides what we want to be doing next. They're just like, hey, have you considered doing this? And we're like, I'd never thought of that. What a great idea. And it just, like, immediately. But yeah, okay. That does make sense. I guess that was kind of what he said to us. He didn't say, I want to destroy the throne. He said, I want a world without demons. And gods, so... yeah, okay. That's cool. I'm just thinking, next fight, we're facing Tsukiyomi. We could become immune to ice, which would make that fight a little bit easier. Our current resistances are not bad. I'm also just getting the analyze for Abdiel's out of the way. That's fine. Yeah, our current resistances are okay. They're just bad against this particular fight. I guess none of the other fights matter, though, for resistances. I just like having the resistance to physical and the resistance to light and dark. If we had the exact same one, except resistance to ice, that would probably be good. Let's have a little look at World of Shadows, just before we jump into the same fight again.
Welcome to the world.
Yeah. Welcome to the World of Shadows, where demons gather. Also, a fire move might not go amiss on us, you know, just while we're here. While we're in the area. So anybody actually, you know, got a nullification on ice? Okay, that's terrible. That's too bad for me to take. That must be the... yeah, that's the... those are literally the ones I have on now. Huang Long is not bad, apart from the dark. Yeah, I want, like... That's okay. That's a pretty good resistance to ice. I mean, it doesn't give you resistance to light, but... Reflect Ice is pretty good. Nullifies 3 status conditions. Yeah, I'm going to take your affinities. Also, what move would we give up for a fire move? That's a tough one. High Ice Pleroma, I guess we would give up for the fire one. And we can get High Ice Pleroma back somewhere else if we even need it. Yeah, because we only really needed High Ice Pleroma for the Shiva fight. Yeah, so let's find a fire move. I mean, this is a pretty good fire move as fire moves go. Anyone got that AoE fire move that goes through resistances? That would be great. That's a single target fire move that goes through resistances. Ragnarok is also not a bad move for us, now that we have Safeguard on the main character. It was kind of bad before. We can't get this unique move. Ah, it's a unique move. Yeah, I think we take Ragnarok. I'm going to take your skills. Except by skills, I mean skill. Just to make it easier for us. Do that one there. Like, easier in terms of organizing things later. I think that's what we want. Let me just see. Does he have anything else we want? Not really. This one's potentially good, but I think that Raft Tempest does more damage, so there we go. That seems good to me.
How is this?
Yep. While we're in the area, you wouldn't happen to have enough for physical mastery. No, I bet you know what we did last time? We got enough for physical mastery because we did the Zeus fight. We're not going to do the Zeus fight this time. At least not yet. But, yeah, it's good to know. Right, swap you out. Probably for you? Yeah, this seems good. And then Zal was actually a great ender. Yeah, okay. That's a solid team that we have. We'll chronicle our deeds and we'll chuck ourselves in the Tsukiyomi fight. Just in time for it to go... Haha, tricked you. It's not the Tsukiyomi fight. It's actually a fight against a new character who's immune to fire. But, you know, we'll see. I find that unlikely. I think we're probably going to do the Tsukiyomi fight and then the Lucifer fight. But there could be one last enemy. And if I was to take a guess at who the last extra enemy could be, it could be the Goko character. Yeah, it could definitely be him. He might not appreciate being, you know, zapped out of existence. Anyway, I would suspect this scene is going to be the same. Because we still have to defeat Tsukiyomi, who is going to be extremely unhappy if he knows about our plans. Because it's literally the opposite of his plan. His plan is lots of gods, our plan is 0 gods.
So, you've come. This is the Hall of Creation, resting place of the throne. Now, as to who will claim it, frankly, it matters not to me.
I thought I might find you here.
I expected as much from the one who wields my brother's power. But if our goals do not align, there can be no reconciliation, not even with you.
I do love that little hand gesture he does as he's like, nah, this is too much for me, I'm out. Also, I know it would have been a lot for the animations.
Now is the time to settle this.
It would have been a lot for the animations in the game, but it would have been really cool if in this route, after Yakumo dies, if you picked up his sword and started using it instead of using your sword. That would be very cool. Now, obviously, they'd have to redo a lot of the game to make that work, as in a lot of the animations and things, just for like 10 minutes at the end of the game, but, you know, it would be cool.
Let us determine who is more worthy of the throne. Come!
Accuracy evasion down is good for us to hit initially. I don't think there is a bad one that you can get right at the start. A couple of weakness hits. Mephisto, actually Marion. I think the reason we don't bring Mephisto is because he's weak to light. Yep, that's the reason why we don't bring Mephisto. I knew there must have been a reason. In my head I was like, we don't bring this guy. Why don't we bring this guy to this fight? The reason is simple. He's going to get one shot by this one. But on the other side, maybe he doesn't. It's not really a long-term plan, I'll admit. but he's already here, so we'll use him until we lose him. Right. Buff ourselves up. And then you're going to start hitting some Pandemonic Crushes. Lower his defense. Max Magatsuhi. This is fine. We reflect, so that's the end of your turn. Nice. What do we have here? We have Savage, we have Piercing Aura. I'm liking Piercing Aura more and more. I think criticals might still do more damage. I like Piercing Aura. I'm going to go criticals right now, because I think it will give us more single target damage. But Piercing's nice when you want to just get through a few things. It does a lot of damage. I just get the feeling that does more. But I don't know whether that feeling is just, like, wrong. Yeah, one of those. Iduna's going to immediately Golden Apple again to push her stats up. Zal was then going to use another Pandemonic Crush just to lower defense down by 2. We can then do Wrath Tempests again. I think that does more than doing the fire as well. I might be wrong though. It might be better to hit the weakness with that. You can use Energy Drain. Hasn't actually used a replication and we're already down to half HP. That's pretty good.
Suffer.
Yeah. Oh, misses. So there we go. Still haven't got a turn yet. That's just a solid 2,000 damage. To be fair, that does 2,000. Each of the... Let me just work that one out. That does 2,000. Each of the Wrath Tempests were doing like 200 something. They probably do equivalent damage, I would reckon. Maybe I'm wrong. I think that maybe Ragnarok does more. Right. Energy Drain. Do I need to reapply this? No. Alright, Brave Blade. High chance of critting, and it did. Ragnarok. Down to 25% HP. Have not yet actually done his mechanics. Energy Drain. It's amazing what you can do when you have people who do damage. We're actually weaker than we were last time we did this fight, but yet it's become easier. It's crazy. I think, to be honest, us doing a block on one of his turns and just having Ragnarok changes the whole fight entirely, and then having the defense down on top of that, it's great. Missing, not ideal. I'll just spam a Golden Apple immediately to keep our stats on, and then we'll do a Pandemonic Crush. Nice. I crit on that one. Followed by Ragnarok. He should use Replication this turn, right? We're not going to kill him without Replication, are we? Alright, that hit us. So he will replicate. Instead he used Myriad Slashes on Zal. Oh yeah, because he uses Myriad Slashes when he goes low on HP. Well, Tsukiyomi is dead. Cool.
Well done, brother.
I don't know if he'd be as nice to us if we knew that we were about to zap him out of existence entirely.
The Nahobino who will take the throne has been determined. Thus, I shall fulfill my role. For ages I have watched over this world, but at last I can administer my true duty. Now, take the throne. Become its new ruler.
So no Tal to make us fly up into the air this time. Oh no, she's behind us.
Nahobino, you have the potential to rule this world. You truly wish the throne destroyed? With such great power at your disposal, there is surely another way to achieve your goal. I ask that you carefully consider your decision.
Oh, okay. Well, I will create a world for humanity alone then.
So, you wish for a world rid of both gods and demons. Your heart is set? That, too, is the right of the one who rules the world. Come, take the throne. Make your vision a reality.
It's interesting that she kind of sort of approves of this one rather than you know, destroying the throne. On this one at least she's like, you know what, I'm with you again. I'll guide you towards the your end goal. She doesn't even try and talk us out of it.
This marks the birth of a new creator, a new world in his image. My true name is Amitabha. I exist to serve as the light of creation. Now let your will be done. By the power of the throne, may your ideal world be revealed.
So I'm assuming that we're still going to have Lucifer talking to us? Oh.
Young man, this is farewell.
Oh, of course.
Artificial though I may be, I am still a demon. As such, I shall disappear with the rest. I am proud to have made this journey with you. Truly I am.
Hold there. Won't you listen to what I have to say? As new ruler, you have chosen to eradicate all traces of gods and demons from the very fabric of existence. However, humankind is fated to give rise to demons. Your vision cannot hope to last, no matter what you do. And yet, there is a way to accomplish this. Do you wish to know what that is? You will find me in the realm beyond the earth and heavens. Best come prepared.
Okay. So that was definitely different. Is there a save up here? Yeah, there is. I always forget that there is, but there is actually a save up here. Obviously, we're going to save in a new slot here as well. Just because the previous slot is the one that we're keeping to go back to if we want to do the Return of the True Demon on this save, which we might want to do. I guess we're going to go. But yeah, very minor differences so far in terms of how it's handling things. You know what? Maybe, you know, like... I know that we're over-leveled, but perhaps healing, changing our party members, any of the above may be a good thing to do. Right, Sev Mephisto. Now, you see, on this one, I'm kind of tempted to go Chi-Yu. And the reason I'm tempted to go Chi-Yu is because he... Oh, I suppose we could go with a Dark Attacker. The problem is that we can't get a guaranteed double turn. But the reason we want to go Chi-Yu is it would give us another turn, but Chi-Yu kind of sucks. I think that's that's the conclusion I've come to about Chi-Yu. Could take a Manazako with us just for fun. You know what? It's not an optimal comp, but I'm gonna take a Manazako with us because we're about to zap her out of existence, and I feel like we need to at least have her along for the ride. Right. Let's do another save, and then we'll just walk our way forward. Right. Can she actually do damage to the boss? Yes, she can do damage to the boss. Okay, cool. But yeah, so this one... It's not so different so far, but on all the other routes, you end it with you walking, you know, along as kind of the ruler of the world. Now, obviously, if you get rid of all demons and gods, then we're not going to be ruling the world because we're part demon, part human. So, yeah, something odd's going to happen. I wonder if this is going to be like the ending that we got for 3. No spoilers in terms of what happened. But, we'll see. I think it is.
To possess such incredible power, no doubt means you are able to see my true form. Look upon me.
So it's the same form, so it's going to be the same fight, I'd imagine.
Shall we begin?
I'm just wondering whether the lore at the start of the fight is going to be different. Attack
As
down.
the Lord of Chaos, I defeated the Creator, consumed his knowledge, and became more than he could possibly imagine. It was then I came to understand this world. Allow me to share what I'd learned.
Okay, so he's going to tell us all about the mandala system again. No doubt. Might as well just go straight into it this time. I'm just going to use a spyglass. There we go. Cool. That looks... well, it's the exact same stuff, right? Yeah, pretty much. Exact same stuff. Little bowl there. Zal, just crit. It's easy. Didn't do it. Suppose he does resist it, so critting is literally impossible, but you know, whatever. That's no reason not to do it. Then the Manazako is going to hit with an energy drain. Nice almighty attack. Doesn't really do damage. You killed the dude? Are you a higher level than you usually are, or do I usually just buff first? You're level 90. Maybe you are a higher level than you usually are. Huh. Okay, do we have a backup healer? Sandalphon? I guess you're our backup healer. Welcome to the squad.
Come!
I'm just gonna say what everybody's thinking. The Amanazako experiment is over. Now, Sandalphon has no way to, well, buff, but Mephisto does have a way to buff. So I'm thinking we bring in Mephisto when we use dark moves. Yeah, that seems sensible.
Let's go.
We could use Shield of God if we wanted to here. Don't know if we need to. Defense up's nice. Gonna hit you with one of those. Only does 300 damage, but it's still pretty cool. Pandemonic Crush. 2 defense downs. We're gonna go for the auto crit here. Followed by a buff from Mephisto. Luster Candy. Wonderful. Let's try that.
From God's defeat, truth.
Please don't just instant die. Well. Okay. I get the feeling this fight is more difficult than usual. This is fine. Change. We could bring in Trumpeter. He has certain abilities. I'm just thinking about who else we have available though. Trumpeter would be fine on this turn because he'd be able to kill the orb. Anyone like actually good though? I'm looking for AoE Almighty. Like maybe you, but your magic stat is terrible. Like you but good. That's what I'm looking for. You have a dark move, which is definitely okay. Your magic stat is pretty good as well. You're already in the party. So there's no way to bring you in. That's not bad. You could also critical aura if we wanted to guarantee crits, if potentially. Odin as well, potentially not bad. You're also pretty good. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to bring in Amon. That's my choice.
Come!
I think it's the sensible move, at least for this turn. Now, does Amon have the ability to buff us? No, he does have the ability to debuff foes, which is nice. Not that we need to. But there we go, we hit a weakness off of that. You're pretty good in terms of being able to hit that almighty move. You will run out of MP if you keep doing it though. Pandemonic Crush. You've killed the orb. I might just, as a precaution, maybe start preparing to bring Idun back. Let's use a Balm of Life. Let's splash out a little bit here.
Here.
If this is the same difficulty as this fight previously was, I love how badly we've messed it up. Miss, block. That's not too bad. I'm going to chuck on. Yeah, I'm going to change I'm going to change Amon for Idun. There we go. That's what we're going to do immediately.
Your turn. Go.
Just working it out. Idun, with a defense up, It's going to use Bowl. Sandalphon is going to Amrita Soda. Smacked Idun. While saying I sense defeat. Which is kind of funny. I will use a Fang Breaker. Then do our crit. To be fair, the boss has taken a lot of damage. We might just be terrible on this particular run. Having done every other fight with no issues whatsoever, run into this boss and just lose our mind.
True freedom.
That's fine. Okay. We're coping. We're coping. Now, I could also use Eternal Prayer here if I wanted to bring back everybody. We're only really bringing back Mephisto. Yeah, let's not worry about it. Piercing Aura seems good. You're then going to use Ragnarok. Burn! Because it pierces, and that's our highest damage move, temporarily. Gonna use a little Amrita Soda. Sandalphon is now free to use an electric move like Thunder Rain. Cool. Zal. Pandemonic Crush. Lower defense again. Okay.
From God's defeat.
I resist. Nice try though. Created a star and changed affinities. Does not bother me. I'm going to use this one. I missed the star somehow. Need to reapply stuff. I guess you'll use Bowl, replace your Pierce. Yes, I have enough to get back round no matter what. One of those. Pandemonic Crush. Really hope we hit the orb with our move here. And killed it. That's very good for us. That could have gone much worse if we had missed or hadn't done enough damage. And now we're double buffed. Okay. That's terrible, but luckily it's on the turn after a buff turn, and Zal blocks, so that's the end of your turn. Now we just use Amrita Shower until it works. As I said, we just use Amrita Shower until it works. Sandalphon. Luckily you have an energy drain as well, so you do have a way of getting your MP back, even though you're very MP hungry as a character. And then Pandemonic Crush. Cool. Probably going to set defense to minimum, or to maximum. That's fine.
The time.
Hits us a little bit, but we're okay. Need to reapply buffs. Oh, of course. Probably want to do these things next turn. Things like criticals next turn, maybe. So why don't we just do one of these, make it nice and easy. Idun is then going to use Bowl. Sandalphon can use Energy Drain. Gain a little bit of that back. Pandemonic Crush. Then we will use another auto crit, followed by a full buff. There we go.
From God's defeat.
That's an incredible heal.
Is that all?
Then he summons 2 orbs. Right. Luckily for us, it's our crit turn.
You ready?
Almost like it was sort of planned in advance. Divine Arrowfall. Great damage. Dune is then going to use Energy Drain. Get that MP back. Sandalphon. Big almighty hit. Zal. Pandemonic Crush. We can then go for yet another... Actually, we could go for Raft. Well, they do resist it. Yeah, I'm like, is it better to have the Heavy Almighty or the resisted Wrath Tempest? I think Heavy Almighty is probably better. I have no basis for this, in fact. Energy Drain. Sandalphon. I think I'm going to use Energy Drain as well, just for the huge MP recovery. Then Pandemonic Crush, which gives you a negative, and you're now down into low health.
Observe the power of
Hey,
transcendence.
those were my stat buffs. That did 666 damage. If that's a coincidence, that's amazing. I don't think it is a coincidence, given the boss, but it honestly could be, because, like, is that just the max damage it does if it hits a resistance or something? Energy Drain for the MP. I might have to switch to using the rubbish versions of the abilities, but that's okay. I can do that, just because his MP is a little low now. Golden Apple. Let's go. Don't heal again.
From God's
Defense at max. Hey, you didn't hit a dude. That's what I like to see. Yeah, crit. Followed by a little energy drain. Get that MP back. A little energy drain. Again, pierce armor. Followed by a crit. Followed by a little energy drain, which should now give us enough to use Golden Apple again. Right, Magatsuhi is maxed. We resist. I'm not worried unless you hit me with another weakness. You summon more orbs? Well, this is fine. It's a crit turn. I love it when you summon orbs on a crit turn. Also, because I think we're going to kill you this turn as well.
Watch this.
Let's go. So, Divine Arrowfall. Buff. Followed by Megidolon. Both orbs are dead. Zal. Brave Blade. Actually, just Pierce Armor. Now that I think about it. And, yeah, a little Wrath Tempest. That wasn't enough. Oh. Phase 2?
Following the world's recreation, a new dot will eventually appear. And soon after, the gods will rise up to claim the throne. Battle after battle, you sought to purge demons from this world, but they will come slithering back, as they always do. This endless cycle is the result of a spatial governing phenomenon known as the Mandala system.
Yeah.
Do you not wish to be free of such restrictions? Do you not wish to be free from Mandala's eternal machinations?
You've... Okay. Oh. I see. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Has he changed? He's changed complete. This is a new boss. Okay. Holy Crucifixion. Minimizes attack, defense, accuracy, evasion of one foe for 3 turns. Adds 2 press turn icons to your next turn. Maximizes attack. Chance of inflicting confusion. Severe physical attack. 3 to 5 medium fire attacks. And me coming in here with a fire weakness. I came in here with a fire weakness and it's a fire boss. Huh. Luckily it lets us keep our turn, honestly. Right, Soma. Sandalphon. Luckily it's got more weaknesses, I guess. We could start hitting it with things. Ideally what I want is a light-based attacker who can resist fire. That's what I want. I want light-based attacker who resists fire. Cleopatra is not bad. She kind of fulfills some of the roles. Wait, she's weak to dark. Do you have a dark move? I don't think you do, right? No, you have Fire, Physical, Almighty. Fire, Physical, Almighty with a Wild Dance. Now, Confusion to all foes. Zal might be immune to Confusion. He is immune to Confusion, so at least that would block his turn. Okay, good to know. A Reflect Fire would be huge. Do I have Reflect Fire? I have Reflect Ice. Reflect's so rare. Drain Fire. Okay. You have Debilitate, which is also nice. It's not perfect, but it would do. You have Reflect Fire. Okay, you're better. You have Absorb Fire. Do you have a light move? No. I have a lot of very similar characters I'm figuring out here. Okay, I'm going to bring in you, because I think that you're going to do a lot of damage for us. Zal might also want to switch out, but he's okay for just now. I'm going to hit the boss with a Fang Breaker, just to lower attack. It also still crit. I forgot. That's fine. It's a cool looking move, though. Mirage doesn't matter too much for the people that it hit. Now, we don't have a light move. This is still our only way of actually hitting the boss. Which will do it, but it's just like... Bowl. I do want to buff up Asura. Gonna chuck on a little Amrita Soda. Might as well just use Shower, why not? What am I saving my resources for? Phase 3? I should Pierce Armor, because he has a maximized attack, so we probably want to do a lot of damage if we can. One of those. Currently have Asura doing a ton of our damage. Maybe I want to bring in, instead of Zal, a light-based attacker. Yeah, I think that might be a plan. Maybe with a physical resistance. Or not resistance, but you know, a physical nullification. Yeah, let's try that. You're gonna use another bowl. Asura. I might just critical aura this turn. Don't want to miss. Zal, we're gonna swap with. Now, I think Cleopatra's a great choice here, actually. High magic with a light attack. Has the ability to rebuff if we need to rebuff. Can lower attack and defense as well. Right, let's go Cleopatra.
Let's go.
Okay. That's fine. Defense up is a great one to get. Hit again for a crit. Then gonna buff up our stats. I would love to rearrange our party as well. No way of doing that right now, but it would be great if we could. Power Punch, we have above max HP, so therefore this will do like the max damage it could possibly do. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not too bad. Still not too bad. Does Deadly Fury crit? Is that why he keeps using it? I'm wondering whether it's no, it's just severe physical attack. Okay. That's just actually the standard move. Okay. One of those. Bowl. I am going to rebuff again, but it's just because we're setting things up. I could use this each time and get a guaranteed critical each time. Is a guaranteed critical better than 2 hits? No. So let's just go for it. 800 damage. Cleopatra is now going to use a light attack. 700 damage. Okay, interesting. The positive about Cleopatra's is obviously that it gives us another turn of battle. Like that's the benefit that we get over Asuras. See, ideally they'd be swapped around, but actually ideally Cleopatra would be first in our party. It'd be like Cleopatra, Asura, us, Idun. I think that would be my ideal setup right now. I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. We're going to do another one of these. I'm definitely going to aim to just use a Soma on Idun as soon as possible. I could maybe set up something cool here. If I do this and then get piercing with our Magatsuhi, we can maybe do something with that. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about this move. It not hitting us is honestly, like, absolutely insane. Attack to max, we can frolic. That's not an issue. Piercing aura. Piercing aura would override the that would override his crit. Never mind, that's not brilliant. I could Eternal Prayer. That would bring everybody back. Could also make her stuff free. Okay, we'll do free for a turn, because I'm just thinking about how this is gonna work. This is fine. Because I need to get a I need to get a heal in for Idun anyway. I think Power Punch is our best move. Can I get back round to Cleopatra again? Yeah, I think so. This is fine. I can if I crit. I suppose that's the benefit of critting on Asura, is it lets us have 2 Cleopatra turns. Yeah. I should also consider Kanabi Veiling again, but yeah. I'm not sure if I'm quite back into it. Yeah, I don't know if we're in danger of really dying from that fire move. See, I think if I use Critical Aura every turn on Asura, it sets us up nicely to have 2 turns on Cleopatra every turn. Let's hit with a Frolic. He's immune. I was doing it and saw he was immune. We're going to be hit for a lot. 500 damage. Please don't do it twice. Okay. That missing is very good. Okay. I think we want a Kanabi Veil every turn. Maybe that's what the crit aura allows us to do. It allows us also access to Kanabi Veil. Yeah, that seems sensible. We'll do 1 energy drain. Gain a little bit of MP. Because we're going to have to rebuff next turn. Power Punch. Down to below half HP. We will then use this, which is also the only move she is now allowed to use. Kanabi Veil. I do want to heal, so we'll use a little bead there. Knock up the only person who's actually been hurt. Then Critical Aura. I guess it doesn't let us get all the way around to Cleopatra, but it's pretty good. Wild Dance, that hits everybody. Contempt of God gives 2 extra turns. And we want to rebuff. Okay, it has to be Amrita Shower. It has to be Amrita Shower. No, don't Revival Beat. Don't be silly. It has to be Amrita Shower. You just crit. You crit Cleopatra. There's a chance of getting back round to us. Amrita Shower? Right. I think the best thing for us to do is pass and Golden Apple. Yeah. That gives us stat ups. Please don't make me restart the whole fight. That wasn't too bad. Also was not too bad. Thoroughly okay. I'll take it. I will take it. That was acceptable as a turn. What does Javelin Rain do? I mean, obviously we know what it does. Wait a second. That's not even on your skill list. Okay, it's obviously an ability that hits in the sky and applies, is that Mirage? No, applies Seal? Yeah, applies Seal. I'm going to do something odd. I'm going to pass. Then I'm going to use Soma. Wait, do I have a Soma? I don't have Soma? Oh. I thought I would have more Somas. Wait, I thought I had 5 Somas on this one. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe... Okay, Chakra Pot. Okay, good to know. Pass. Cleopatra is going to hit the weakness. Cool. Now, I'm going to use my Amrita Shower.
This'll...
I think the best form of a heal for us is a bead chain. Asura is going to use critical aura. Cool. We're maxed Magatsu here. I love all the cool looking moves. I also love that none of them kill us. Okay. Was Gaia Rage? Severe physical attack. Yeah. That's the one that Lucifer has in all the other games as well. Okay. Free is the correct move here because Adun has severe MP issues. And we want to fix that. And we need a turn to fix that, more importantly. Right. Because doing this will actually give us a full turn of being able to actually play the game. Yeah. Hit this one. See, I can do my own beam of light. It's just not quite as good as yours. Another one in there. Right. Another one of these. Big heal with Golden Apple. Asura can now hit Power Punch, which will do a severe amount of damage. He's low on health. Hit that one. Maybe should have used a Fizz Dampener, now that I think about it.
One must consider true freedom.
Yeah. Fizz Dampener next turn. Please don't hit me and kill me. It hit a weakness. That's okay. We're not dead. This is actually fine. Surprisingly, actually fine. Right. Crit. I am going to do an overheal again this turn. I think overheal is way too good not to be doing. I'm going to pass this turn just for just now. Get one of those. I just want to guarantee that we get extra turns, so passing is the easiest way to guarantee that. Instead of hoping for a crit. There we go. Golden Apple. We're now all overhealed. Asura is going to hit Power Punch. And then we're going to use our Fizz Dampener. They're not going to use a fire move and it's not going to hit enough on us to kill us. And it pierces. Yeah, there we go. So now, hit him. I think we got the kill. I think we're actually done it. And we weren't even that over leveled, given that you have to do the secret stuff to get to this guy, and he's level 90. You know, our main character's obviously a little over leveled, but, you know, the game encouraged you to hit level 90 because it made you do the Shiva fight. Interestingly, if you did the Shiva fight at the correct level, you would almost be, like, well over leveled for this fight. It's interesting. Phase 3?
Long have I searched for a way to truly be free. At last, I have found but one possibility.
He's got a Phase 3?
End me. Consume my knowledge, and with it, wrest this world from the Mandala's endless eons. This is the reason for my transcendence.
That line has a lot more meaning on this fruit as well. This is the kill me, I'm finally going to be free. Are you actually... This is just back to phase 1, right? This isn't actually a phase 3, this is back to phase 1? Yeah. Why does he have 2 almighty attacks to all foes? Oh, these have also been upgraded to severe. Then evil gleam has chance of inflicting charm. So this is almost like phase 1. But not phase 1. Okay. Cleopatra, I appreciate you being here. You have outlived your usefulness. By quite a lot. Welcome to the squads. Where are we? I've completely lost him. Zhao. Zhao, you're back.
Your turn. Go!
Okay. Idun? You might as well use bowl. Apparently we're still going. Critical aura, I think on this turn would be good. Yeah. Max Magatsuki. Please don't use things called Inferno of God in my presence. It makes me worried. Also, that reflected fire. Who has reflect fire? Asura, you're a lifesaver. You know what? I did that deliberately, didn't I? On the previous phase, it just never came up. Alright. I'm gonna use that, mainly because it heals everybody and just kind of resets the fight a little bit. Maybe a little bit overkill, but... We missed, huh? With 2 accuracy up, we missed. Interesting. Your agility is only 61. That's just like a really unlucky miss. Okay. We want to use the almighty move because he's resists physical. It's also the last turn that this guy has an attack up as well, as in Lucifer. That's who I mean by this guy. Just some guy, you know. Let's give a chakra pot to Idun. I'm going to use Kanabi Veil. I'm going to coward strat just for a second or two.
The time has come.
Miss, block. I've missed seeing that. There we go. It looks like the boss no longer has a heal, which is pretty sweet. I was just thinking there, yeah, like on the boss there, no extra heal, so very good for us. Hit him. That can't crit, so don't hit it on the assumption that we might want to crit. Use Fry Cudgel. Use Pierce Armor, which also can't crit. We'll use this one, which always crits. And then maybe... I don't know. Maybe I will use a chakra pot here. Just over MP.
Is that all?
Defense is at maximum, that's fine. Summons orbs. Oh, that's a big orb, huh? That's a big orb. What's up with the Morning Star? A star of light created by Lucifer. Lucifer himself is also known as the Morning Star, and it is this very star that represents both his rebellion and his fall from the heavens. Though it brought great destruction, Lucifer would nevertheless emerge as the victor in the new world, or so the legend says. Alright. Well, what are your resistances? You're weak to everything? Does that mean that this is weak to nothing? Okay, this is safe. This is always safe. Let's use it. We know that that one's just gonna be safe. We know we have to kill this Morning Star no matter what, so let's use Spyglass, right? Or at least we can assume we have to kill this. It's weak to everything. That's huge news. If only I had anything. I'm going to pass. This may seem foolish, but I want to get as many turns as possible hitting this thing, and that is the best way to do it. Right, Lucifer's weak to everything, as is the Morning Star. Therefore, Ragnarok is our highest damage move. It's a medium fire attack. It will hit both of them, and hopefully it hits Morning Star 3 times. It hit it once, but actually it turns out that was almost enough. Okay. Idun. Golden Apple. Just keep her stats up. Yeah. I think just killing it seems sensible here. We also crit, which was unlikely. Little Chakra pot here. Magatsuhi is maxed. I guess next turn they would have used that. They would have used double Almighty attacks to everybody, because it says Morning Star is a severe Almighty attack, right? So it probably would have been that Almighty attack plus an even bigger Almighty attack, and then yeah, it probably would have almost been an instant kill, would be my guess. Back to doing boring old moves. I also think that if we were prepared on that turn and we had the right party out, there is a potential to just instant kill the boss, because of, you know, what the boss is. Yeah, because of what the boss's resistances are, you could potentially just blast the boss straight down. But we obviously weren't in the right position. If Asura had like any kind of elemental move, maybe, but I don't know, it just didn't seem like it was in the cards. Right, reapply our buffs again and overheal. Hey, we reflect that one. Nice. We cover Asura's weakness with that as well. I think Piercing Aura is our strongest move. Yeah, I think Piercing Aura is our strongest damage move here. Ragnarok? Because it lets us use Ragnarok, basically. You are going to replace your Pierce with Bold, because you don't really even need Pierce. I mean, the damage is nice, but you don't need it. Power Punch. Could have done more if we'd left it a little bit, but that's okay. Pass Kanabi Veil. I realized I messed up slightly. Yeah, I didn't leave myself enough turns to get round to heal.
One must consider freedom.
Removing my stat buffs does not make me feel good. You have summoned the Morning Star again. Well, at least we know what your resistances are going to be. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to hit Ragnarok again. Pretty good. We're set up to get the buffs, which is also nice. Asura, I'm going to pass this turn because I want to get as many turns as possible. Pandemonic Crush. Good. Followed by a little Ragnarok. Kills the star. I'm going to use Energy Drain here for a little bit of that MP. Critical Aura. Sure. We're all hit a little bit. Terrible. Bye, dude. Yep. Luckily we had the reflect, but this is a great opportunity to bring in Sandalphon.
Let's go.
There we go. Nice attack up. Sandalphon does not have enough MP to heal. Well, that's horrible. We'll use a B-chain. Frag Cudgel. I'm actually going to chuck in a Fang Breaker here. just because I suspect we're going to need a turn to sort things out. And then I'm going to use a Balm of Life onto a tune.
This'll do.
Did I bring in Sandalphon and immediately decide Sandalphon was the wrong option? Yes.
One must consider true freedom.
Miss, only Sandalphon got hit. It's like the universe itself is saying, ditch Sandalphon. Right, we're going to use Piercing Aura. We're then going to swap Sandalphon. I'm not really worried that we aren't getting Piercing Aura on a Dune, because we don't even use Piercing Aura on a Dune, so why would we care? I'll then use a little bowl. If this crits, I'm going to pass his turn. I'm still going to hope that we get a crit at some point. Let's use Pandemonic Crush. Reapplies the defense down. That didn't crit. Let's just chill for a second. Kanabi Veil. Followed by Golden Apple. There we go. We have a lot of damage for next turn. Okay, that's just like a single stat down.
God's defeat. Truth.
Hey, use Morningstar when I have my Pierce up. That's fantastic news. That's extra damage is available for this turn, so Ragnarok, hit him. Have absolutely destroyed the star. Little energy drain here. Asura, I think this is your kill. Power Punch. Ooh, and that crit. That was a vicious sound.
Magnificent, my children. With this, the world will surely be freed.
Oh. We're back in this world.
So that's it. With what Lucifer has shared, the world you create will be everlasting. True, unrestricted freedom, born from eons of battle. All that's left is to add the final touches. Gods and demons have no place in the world, at least not in yours. It seems this is truly farewell. Still, our souls are one and the same, and all you do will be as I would have done. It's in your hands. Make it so.
So this is the place where you usually, like, see the other people who you were working with along the way. I guess we're seeing nobody here. No voiceover because we killed the voiceover guy. No credits because we killed the creators. Or we made them cease to exist. Oh no, there's the credits. Okay. Interesting. Well, that definitely felt like the real ending. Some of the other ones felt like a little... there wasn't too much else there. A final boss fight with 3 phases that involved us having to switch around our party members, and it wasn't quite like we were in like a ton of danger at some bits, but there were definitely bits where if the boss had attacked us twice, we would have like died. I mean, obviously if we'd come in with a resistance to like some of the elements, we would have done a little bit better, but yeah, that was a cool ending. I also liked the bit where it showed, you know, that a lot of the confidence of our character, of the protagonist, came from the fusion, like came from Awatami, but yeah, so when they separated, it was, you know, just effectively a school kid who, the same one who got chucked into the sand all the way at the start, so that was a touching little scene. Anyway, this is where the game, well, the base game ends for us. This is the last possible route that we can do in the game. So I think it's a good point to just do some general thoughts about it. This game was really well put together in terms of mechanics. And I think that's what you want from an SMT game. Like, the way that fights flowed into each other, the exploration of the areas, the way that you leveled up your things naturally as you went through, that was all really good. Now, it fell apart slightly at the end, where you had to get up to the level to do Shiva. That didn't quite flow as naturally as it potentially could have. There were definitely, in order to level up at that point, the best thing to do was to buy the DLC, and I suspect that was part of the point. But aside from that, like, and of course the fact that we're playing on the hardest difficulty, which I believe does actually lower XP gain, which, you know, would make some sense that we're having trouble with XP at the very top end. But apart from that, everything felt like we were the correct level when we got to it, right? Or we were like very close to the correct level when we got to it. As long as we did a few things in each area, leveled up our demons, we were generally, like, you know, right on the correct curve as we went through. Now, that was again with the DLC. Like, the Return of the True Demon DLC definitely gave us that little extra, like, touch up there in some places. But it felt like that was the way the game was designed to be played, so it's interesting. Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. The story had its moments. I think that it's not really the reason you go into SMT. I think that's probably the reason why Persona as a spin-off has done a little bit better in terms of like appealing to a broader audience, is because Persona is very much the what if SMT was about story first, then the gameplay, while this is very much like a, alright, we got gameplay, we got these areas you need to go to, we got these enemies that you need to hit, because a lot of the enemies that we faced were series staples, so it was like, okay, we've got to do this, and then the story kind of fit around that. Like, it fit around cool fights, and it was basically just using Rule of Cool to decide, you know, what path we took forward, which was alright. It also very much felt like a sequel to 3. Now, from my understanding, 4 doesn't feel as much like a sequel to 3. From my I haven't played 4 because it was either the 3DS or the DS, but either way, I didn't play it. I think it was on one of those two. But from what I've heard from people who have played it, it was very much unrelated. Like, it's a similar story beats, it was a similar, themes and vibes, but it was a very different game. While this one, having come into it, like, we finished 3, went directly into this, like, it is a direct sequel in every way. Lucifer's entire backstory is in the DLC to 3, right? Like, the entire world that this game exists in is in the ending of the DLC to 3. Like, it's very, very much ingrained in that story. And it's a good end to that story, I'd say. Like, I assume that this is the canon ending as well. Like, this is the ending that story to 3 has at the end, is that you get rid of all the demons. Now, if they do another sequel on top of that, you would have to assume that they start from... Oh, we're getting something else. Maybe not. But maybe. But if they're doing another ending from the end of this, I have to assume they're going with either Bethel or Tsukiyomi's route. We getting something else in here? Or is it going to kick us out to the title? Oh, we are getting something else here.
And thus ended the world of man. With the new ruler came a new world order. It was an order akin to the world of old, and yet it was altogether different. Desires of a world free from demons, of a never-ending cycle of creation at last being broken, had led to this moment. But all things must eventually come to an end. Could the world truly exist apart from Mandala?
What?
Only the cosmos know what tomorrow will bring.
Oh. Alrighty then. Well, that would explain what the canon ending is. It's this one. It's in a world that thought it was free from demons, but yet the demons are creeping back in. Huh. Interesting. So we got everything unlocked for fusion. Did that say we got Herald Abdiel as well? Do we get that on every other route? Okay. This is fine. This is also fine. We have our save slot for this. Slave slot 13. Which now means we have every single save. Actually, I'm going to save it in 17 because that's nicer. I mean, we still have the one in 13, but look at this now. So we have clear, 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 and clear. So we have now finished every single ending. We've saved the ending. Okay, that opens up some questions, that final bit. I wonder whether that links into something else. Like, either it's something that they're going to... It's like a story thread they might pull on for 6. I'm assuming there's going to be a 6 at some point. It kind of seems like a foregone conclusion. Or whether that's a spin-off series that they're like claiming that world is a part of. Because I think it's something like all of the spin-offs of this, like Soul Hunters and is it Devil Survivor, I think one is, and Persona. Like, a lot of them are spin-offs of endings of different SMT games. And like, I believe that 1 or 2 are like spin-offs of spin-offs. Like, they're spin-offs of the ending of another spin-off. So, yeah, I wonder whether it's leading into something like that, or whether it's just leading into general thoughts of like, hey, the main demon like storyline has ended from Lucifer, but it might be like the mandala cycle is broken, but something else is coming in its place, or the universe is trying to correct itself or something. But yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, overall, the game is fantastic. One thing that I have seen around a little bit, and that does interest me to at least see at some point, is the fact that the game looks like it has a PC build inside the game. Oh no, don't go playing like title sequences. We'll just go into the loads game menu to avoid that. But yeah, the game looks like it has PC files when people go and do data mining on it. Obviously, a lot of the parts of the game look like they are designed to eventually run on a PC. Like, the fact that the draw distance is such a weird thing, the animations are very weird, the fact that the textures are all just slightly lower than you would naturally be happy with, the text is sometimes hard to read on some bits. It all kind of feels like there's another version of this game with higher, like, you know, res textures. I believe that if you play it on an emulator, you can also achieve a similar goal as well. Like, you can get the game to play with much higher texture resolution and much higher, well, basically everything. So, yeah, I'd be interested to see if they release a PC version. Now, I believe from what I've been told as well that Nintendo did some of the helped with some of the translation in this game. So that might be, and like maybe even some of the funding of it. So that might be why it's only on the Switch for just now. But I would reckon that, like, maybe it'll have a year exclusivity or something like that, and then maybe, you know, like a year after the release date, you might hear rumblings of a PC version of it. Who knows? I mean, I've been expecting a PC version of Persona 3 for the last 2 years and have been sorely disappointed, so who knows? I believe it, I think from the stories I've heard, it's Atlus don't really like putting their games on PC for whatever reason. Like, they don't really see it as a valid platform, while Sega very much is like, yes, everything on PC, we like money, you know, the Mr. Krabs meme. But anyway, I'm gonna end this here, and we're gonna come back next time for the epilogue. I haven't quite decided what I want to do yet. What I think I might do is I might level us to 99 off camera, basically just sticking all of our points into vitality. I think we're going to use the final save in the secret route. I'm going to level all of our demons up to 99 as well, and then we'll come into it with like the thought that we're probably not going to beat it on the first attempt, and we're going to like build up our party in bits and start doing all of filling the compendium and all of that sort of stuff. But anyway, that's something for us to do next time. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.